and the Colts have it.
That's important. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose. And
look at the fumble right here, and it's picked up on the bounce, and there he goes.
All right, guys. Welcome back to Fumbling the Bag Pod, where sometimes 2 beers is dinner. Ain't that right, Dre?
That's always right, man.
Fucking A, man. That's right.
Beer is dinner and breakfast and dessert, shit, and a snack.
A shower snack. That's
Yeah.
what I call it. Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
I was like that in the shower.
With
like,
the beers, really?
Yeah.
In the shower?
I do that consistently. Yeah, I'm always drinking a beer in the shower.
Well, funny story, man. I had this roommate, man. He was about to take a shower. He literally, before he got in the shower was on, grabbed his 40, unloosened it, and it'll take about 30 seconds. He said, now I'm about to take a shower. Then he fell on his head straight. What the fuck? It was malt liquor, though. I'm like, oh, man, okay, dog.
Yeah,
that was
Coors
funny.
Light, Mountains Blue. That ain't happening, man. But I've drank my fair share of 40s. Believe me, I was poor as hell in college, so.
Yeah, man. 40s did the trick.
All right, so if you guys don't know, week 7, we're back at it again.
Yes.
Monday night was the deciding factor if me or Dre had a winning record. I had Dallas, he had Chicago.
San Diego.
San
LA
Diego now.
Chargers.
Yeah, I was 8-7, he was 7-8. Locks 2-1 for me. Dre, what were your locks like?
2-1.
Yeah, our locks been good, so maybe follow us at the, handles below. And, Sunday morning, give a little check out to that. And maybe, give some consideration to bet it. However, we're here talking the full slate, give you a little insight each and every week. And we're going to start it off, as we always do, Thursday Night Football.
Dreaded Thursday nights.
This is a trap game in the making. Look at these lines. It's strange. I mean, Jacksonville, a 1-point road dog. It was at 3 earlier. It opened at like 3, and it moved through today, which is 10-17 Brick Squad, if you guys like Waka Flocka and Gucci. But
there you go.
And the under-over went to 39.5, I believe. So, but what are your real thoughts on this? Because I know you have an interest in this.
I do have an interest because what about the injuries? First of all, the quarterback injuries. I know
Derek Carr sucks.
Well, yes, he does.
And then Trevor Lawrence. It had to have looked okay because that line moved 2 points immediately.
Okay. Well, you said that the Jacksonville are dogs now, right?
No, they've been dogs the whole time.
Okay.
Since this thing opened.
You're right.
Yeah.
So he's probably playing. So I took Jacksonville, and one of the reasons is because Saints have yet to cover at home. Okay.
They just don't cover though.
They don't cover at all, really. Also, they have problems scoring. When they get into the red zone, it's a cluster bleep. You know what I mean?
Challenged 0-5 last week in the red zone.
Yeah, terrible, man.
Just
terrible.
Not a winning strategy.
Also, Jacksonville is 6-0 ATS in their last 6 games on the road. So I know these are statistics, but they got to mean something. So I'm leaning Jacksonville. I'm also leaning the under.
Yeah, you and everyone.
Under 39.5.
And that's because the Saints have not covered an over this year.
Right.
0-6.
0-6, man.
Because every game's like 17-15 final. They're not fun games to watch. Like, this is not going to be a fun game to watch on Thursday, and I'm not watching it.
Right.
But I'm probably betting the Saints.
Okay.
That's for sure a lean. I don't know if it's a lock, but Jags last 10 on the road to NFC teams. That's my only stat there. I'll take a team that's been pretty bad ATS. I've been known to do that here and there.
Okay.
And I think Jacksonville on the road, they're a little harder to trust for me.
Well, this is just a lean for me, but I think Jacksonville can win this game. Also, Jacksonville has won 3 straight, so they're warm right now. They're warm. Can New Orleans pour some cold water on them and cool them off, maybe?
Probably.
Maybe.
I think so. It'll be a weird game everyone gets mad at. All right, we're going to run through 2 shitty games quickly right at the top. We have probably 2 backup quarterbacks in this game. It's Vegas on the road at Chicago. Chicago 3-point home dog under over 37.5. This is a big no bet for me, but this line sucks. I'll take Brian Hoyer since it's probably going to be Sargent versus him. I don't. Fields is doubtful. Broke his thumb.
Right.
And it's on his throwing hand, so that makes it worse for a guy who can't throw the ball.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch this game, but we got to give it a lean, give some type of lean on this game. I'm taking the Raiders because one statistic that's very glaring is that the Bears are 2-7-1 ATS at Soldier Field since October 13 of last year, 2022.
They just stink though. I mean,
they stink, man. And the Raiders aren't that good either, but I think they're a little bit better, have more talent. The Raiders are 3-3? Okay.
Yeah, they might. They're
playing for something. Then
they might play for a wild card.
It's -3 spread too.
The field goal game.
I like the Raiders. Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think it's a field goal.
I could see it being a push too.
Straight up, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I'm fine with that, but yeah, I'm staying out of that one. Sounds pretty shitty to me. Will not be watching.
Man, I hate to be a fan of either team, really.
Let's go to another game that will definitely be a slog. It is Cleveland, who just upset the NFL's one of the better teams. I'll just put it like that. And they're playing Indy, who just got their ass kicked on the road at Jacksonville, or were they at home?
Good question.
They were on the road. Yeah,
they
were on the road. Yeah.
They were on the road.
It's a 2-point line. Indy home dog again, man. Under over 39. This week-to-week league is, and we hopped off Cleveland last week. I believe me and you both were initially like, if Deshaun Watson's playing, 5.5 is great. Let's go.
Right.
And then it went to 10 because, we were like, oh, it's P.J. Walker, the guy that was a third stringer on Carolina. I was a little nervous, I got cold feet, so.
I did too.
Straight away, they ended up winning the game due to their defense and key injuries for the Niners. I feel like if Indy was a worse team and Cleveland was better, or if there was promising Deshaun news, this line would probably be 4, 5. Hey, give me Indy at home, man.
Man, you're braver than me, man. I do realize that after emotional wins, that team doesn't play very well next game, but I just do not have any faith in Indiana, even at home. I thought that they were just going to come out like gangbusters against Jacksonville since they've been losing to them, since the beginning of time, damn near.
That's continuing.
Yeah,
they're in purgatory.
I was disappointed in that though, man. So, and that's not the only reason I'm taking Cleveland. One thing is Cleveland can exploit the Colts secondary, especially if Deshaun plays. But even with the PJ character, I mean,
it wasn't pretty. I mean, he threw 2 picks.
He did.
Ground game was all right.
The secondary of the Colts is horrible.
Yeah.
And the Colts have a lot of Jekyll and Hyde play in them. I just can't trust them. And this is just a lean. I'm not betting this game, but for a lean, I gotta take Cleveland -2.
Probably a lean. Check online come Sunday morning.
Could be a lock 'em.
You never know. You never know, folks. And like you said, I actually really like the point you bring out on, like, emotional wins usually bring out, the low the next game. Like,
yeah.
You see that in college a lot, too. And then you'll see
college.
some crazy line the next week, and you're like, what's this about?
Right.
Except I will just say this right now. I know this is an NFL show. Michigan is a lock against my Spartans this week. I'm just going to put that one out there.
What's the line? Is it 24.5 maybe?
24.5, folks. Oh, man, if I could bet U of M by 40, I would. I know it's never happened. They haven't won by over, 23 in Spartan Stadium in, 40 years. It's happening, guys. That team's fucking toast.
Yeah, I think it's going down too, man. I'm probably gonna bet that one.
Yeah, that one. I mean, after the last couple years of Sparty, covering, they covered by half a point last year. That was nice.
Yeah.
And this, from what I've seen of U of M, it'll be 7-0 Spartans in the first. And then it'll be like 50-7 or something. Yeah,
I might bet live. I hope that does happen so I can give me a nice number.
Yeah, like I said, give me alternate Michigan lines all week long. All right, let's just go to it. We're going to talk about it. Buffalo on the road against New England. It's gone to 8-point road favorite for Buffalo, under over 43.5. When am I not betting Buffalo? I really wish I could tell you.
Hey, I'm kind of on the Buffalo bandwagon a little bit. I mean, a few games I was. Last game I was, man. That was kind of disappointing.
Well, me and you both said it's a lean, not a bet.
That's not,
and
right,
that's
true.
A big distinction of the show, folks.
Yeah, that is.
Again, check online, and maybe I do bet it. I did not bet it. I teased it. It didn't work. It was a 7-point teaser. They didn't cover shit.
This might be a lock for me, this particular game, and I'm taking Buffalo at -9.
It's at 8.
It's at 8 now.
Yeah,
okay.
it's at 8. It
Excellent.
moved again, and I'm good with that. Give me less points. I think they bounce back this week.
Yeah, I agree with you. They didn't play well against the Giants, so this is bounce back time. New England's offense is averaging 4.6 yards per play.
Can we put Belichick in the ground?
In the NFL. We might have to.
I think it's over.
I know, right?
It's over.
This is getting embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay? And the Bills own New England, by the way, too. I mean, as of late.
Yeah,
as of
let's
late.
not talk
Yes.
like last 10 years.
Yeah. The overall record is
Yeah.
But as of recently, they do own them.
Yeah, the roles reversed in the last 4 years.
Yeah,
I think they're 7-1 against them.
Mm-hmm.
It's something crazy.
And they've won 3 in a row, the last 3 in Foxborough.
Yeah.
So I'd be a fool not to take them. And this could be a lock for me. Tune in, like Rich was saying. Tune in to us Sunday morning.
Yeah, I mean, they had the C game plan, D game plan. I don't know what the fuck that was on Sunday night. They should have lost that game. And
I think they thought that they were just going, just
throw the ball to Dix. Throw the ball to Dix.
Yeah, we're just going to win.
Abandon the run game early, even though we're getting 5 yards of carry. I don't know, man.
I don't know what the game plan was, yeah.
It was questionable, but I digress. They won the game. They got lucky. Mafia's still up. We will move to my other team. Well, one of my other 2 teams. Washington on the road at New York, under over 39.5. All right, my Washington Commandos, again, on the road. They are just abysmal when it comes to these spot games against the Giants. Do you have any lean that isn't Giants money line at home, especially since they played well against Buffalo?
They did play well, and that was an emotional loss. The way they lost, they actually lost the game twice.
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
If you will, yeah. So I really don't have an opinion on this, but I know I have to have a lean. I'm leaning the Washington, the Commanders, but for no real reason. I guess Washington has a little bit more momentum. I think but the Giants, like you said, the Giants played really well. Their defense looked really good. You know, Barkley's back. Is Daniel Jones playing or what? What's going on with that?
I don't think it matters who starts this game. I would take Tyrod. He was fine.
Yeah.
Emotional game. I know Buffalo is his old team. He's a 13-year-old vet. And you got to think, at one point he was a starter in the league, and then, a little doctor stabbed him in the lung. So, that kind of derailed things. He was supposed to be, quarterback for the Chargers at that point. Mm-hmm. So even if it's him starting, I feel comfortable, and especially like you said, Barkley. He usually runs all over these guys, and Giants have won the last 4 or 5 against these guys. Styles make fights.
Yeah.
We got just all around the board bad defensive numbers for Washington. These guys are supposed to be good, and they're just not. But
yeah, I agree with that.
I could see the Giants winning 30-17.
Well, I mean, the Giants need a win badly. You know what I mean? So I can see them winning. I'm neutral on this one. I'll let my Sunday morning fingers do the talking.
Fair enough. Flip a coin.
I might have to flip a coin because you gave me some interesting points.
Lock it in. Giants money line. I'll say it now. I think I'm betting the Giants this weekend. I think it's a good play.
All right.
Funny how I'm like, oh, Giants instead of Buffalo. I might bet Buffalo too, but
I won't talk you off the ledge on that one.
Yeah. We'll go to another game I absolutely won't watch, but sure as hell might bet. We got the Falcons on the road at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, 2.5-point home favorite, under over 38.5. Bad loss to Detroit. I mean, but that's been happening to a lot of teams this year. So
yeah,
we get to talk about them soon. Yeah, and I'm pretty. I'm still faithful that the 8-1 Tampa Bay NFC South ticket will cash.
Okay.
Right. I've been talking about that shit for months.
You're right. That's true.
And Atlanta's so one-dimensional. They cannot have Desmond Ridder be their quarterback in the future. Like, it feels like it's a lost season with this guy. I would rather have Taylor Heineke starting. And the more I see this guy play, I'm just going to back the other team every single week. I do not care. I don't care if they're 3-3. They're 1-5 against the spread. Mm-hmm. It's always like a 2-point game.
So I take it you're taking Tampa Bay.
It's a lock.
Yes, it's a lock for me too, and I got reasons for it, man. First of all, like you said, Atlanta is one-dimensional, and that falls right into Tampa Bay's trap door, correct, if you will, because their run defense is really tough. Mm-hmm. They held Detroit to 60-some yards, maybe even 40-some yards. Although Montgomery got hurt, but still, Craig. I mean, they still
threw the fucking ball all over him, though.
They did.
And guess what? Desmond Ridder can't do.
He can't throw. So this falls right into what the Tampa Bay wants to do. I think Tampa Bay bounces back. This is an important division game too, isn't it? Is it not?
Yeah, I mean, sole possession of first, depending on New Orleans, and that's another reason I like New Orleans on Thursdays. They got to win that game. They want to win their division. Every team wants to be in the playoffs. All these teams have a chance.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty much just even down the line. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well.
Yeah, I got I not only have Tampa Bay as a lock at -2.5, but I'm taking the under as a lock too at 38.5. Hopefully that goes up, but I just think that Atlanta's going to have problems scoring, and I think Tampa Bay, they're going to score, but Atlanta's not.
Yeah, so 26-14 final, you're going to lose.
I hope it's 26-12. Sure.
26, yeah, right. There you go, half point.
But I got locks on both the under and Tampa Bay.
Fair enough. All right, let's go to, Hometown Lions officially on the national radar. We've been hyping them up for a while now in this city, and I think people have taken note.
Yes.
However, Baltimore on the, back-to-back road games again. Baltimore's a 3-point favorite here, under over 42. I hate to say this, Baltimore's the lock this week. That's the play. I know it's just, and that was kind of what I was thinking with Washington too. It's so hard to win back-to-back games on the road in the NFL.
Yeah.
I only expect teams in the NFL to go 500. And really good teams I expect to go 500.
Okay.
The Lions already have taken care of business 3 times. They beat the Chiefs on the road. They beat Green Bay on the road. And they just beat Tampa on the road. Those are all tough tests.
Yes.
This is another beast in its own, man. You win 4 games on the road to start the year. Please, I want to be proven wrong this week.
I think you will be.
I hope so. I want to root for I'm rooting for the Lions, but I'm betting Baltimore. I'm sorry. I like making money.
Well, and I don't want to bet on emotion, but I just think that the Lions have something special right now going on, and I'm not really truly good with how Baltimore's playing. That's one of the other reasons I'm taking Detroit. But I do realize that Baltimore is a hard place to win as well, and back-to-back, visiting games away from home. That's hard. But listen, again, the Lions have the number 1 run defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay,
and Baltimore has the 5th best run offense because they run the ball so fucking much.
It's going to be a clash of the Titans.
It's a style.
It really is.
Fights,
Yeah.
And the Lions, run the ball very well too. They're a top 10 run offense.
Yeah.
Guess what? Baltimore's a top 10 run defense.
It's going to be a crucial game, man. But I think if you remember, Detroit lost to Baltimore last year in that 60-something yard field goal.
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
That may have been 2 years ago, but it's still heavy on their minds, probably.
Yeah.
It still stings me.
Tucker finally showed up for us last week too.
He did.
Finally, 6 field goals, man.
So what I'm saying is this is maybe a revenge game a little bit for the Lions. You know what I mean? Like they could still muster that up and become inspired by that. But they're 3-0 ATS on the road. Why not try to take them? Why not take them?
Because you just said they're 3-0. They're due for an L, man.
Hey, they got to prove it. They got to prove they can lose.
Yeah. I hate the national, narrative of like, well, they're a great team now, and like we all got to take them to. They're going to lose games, guys.
They will.
This is a spot game for them to lose.
I don't think they'll lose this one, though.
And I understand Baltimore's coming back from,
from London
didn't take the bye.
Yes.
That's big. They should have these teams should take a bye. They don't do that now.
That's a factor of mine too, man. I listen. And also, like I said, the Ravens just don't look right to me still. Lamar does not look that great to me right now. He played pretty well last game, but I'm just saying this game is up for grabs for the Lions to take. Worst case scenario, I got this as a lock for them to, cover the 3. Worst case scenario, it's a push.
It's a push.
But
I'm
taking the lock on this on Detroit.
I just have a weird feeling. I really, lock for Baltimore for me as much. I mean, I've ridden with them for basically 5 or 6 weeks. Sorry, Panthers. Other than that, I mean, it's
going to be a great game.
It's going to be, it's the game of the week.
This is game
Everyone
of the week for
should
sure.
watch this game if you're not from Michigan. This is.
It's a 1 o'clock kickoff, right?
Yeah, 1 o'clock. This is the game everyone should be watching. If you're not, even in this state, watch this game. Definitely. It should be fun. But I'm worried about Montgomery and Gibbs not being into. I know.
Is Gibbs not playing, or is he just questionable right now?
Probably doubtful.
What the hell, Gibbs?
Montgomery's going to miss time again. Sadly. And, I mean,
if the Lions could get all their all these injuries, man. That tells me something about them too. It's next man in.
They've been, yeah.
Everybody is playing at it pretty much seems like the same level. It's just they're just plugging away.
No,
and the defense is just spectacular.
No,
that's what's going to win this game. Well, that's what's going to cover the spread for me in this game is that defense.
Fair. Yeah. I just don't see it that way, and. Please, prove me wrong. Let me lose my money Sunday. That is a lock, though. Let's go to a game I fucking hate, but it is a team I like. Pittsburgh on the road at the Rams. Pittsburgh instilled as a 3-point road dog. 43.5 is the total. I'll just tell you straight up. I'm not betting the Rams this year, guys. I'm just not doing it. I think I've bet against them 7 weeks in a row now.
You got burnt last
every single week I get burned.
I took them last
I'm
game.
Done.
No, I feel you on this game, though, man. I took Pittsburgh on this.
Off the bye. I know that doesn't matter. Look at the teams last week that came off bye and played. Couple won, couple lost. Seattle on the road, lost.
Right.
Tampa Bay at home, lost. Cleveland won, and I can't tell you the other one. I forgot.
Well, interesting stat that I saw was that off of the bye, the Steelers have covered 54.8% of their games. So they're over, over wins.
Tomlin is road dog too, very important. Like he covers at a 60% clip. Mm-hmm. Rams haven't covered in their last 6 following a win. Steelers are hot on the road as well. They've won their last 6 road games.
Yes.
Not a lock for me, but a very strong lean.
Yeah, it's not a lock for me, but there's definitely a strong lean. Deontay Johnson's coming back too. Yes. He was on IR. He got hurt week 1, I believe. Yeah, week 1. Yep. So that might be some inspiration for the Steelers too.
Kenny had time to rest. So
exactly.
It was a bruised knee. I thought he was done for the season. So
right. This could possibly be a lock for me. I'm not there yet, but stay tuned Sunday morning. It could be a lock. I might have like 6 locks in this week, but that's just hearsay right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling it this week, guys. It's the 2 beers for dinner,
and the raspberries.
I didn't finish them from lunch today, so shout out to store 50 cents for like a bunch of them.
Damn, yeah, that's
great time.
All right. Raspberry beret.
Yeah, right. I probably shouldn't be eating on camera, but. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next game. Arizona on the road at Seattle. Seattle now a 8-point favorite, over 44.5. All right. Is the Arizona party finally over, and are they tanking for Caleb Williams? The answer might not surprise you. I think the answer is yes.
Is Caleb still going to be a number 1 pick, too? I mean, he looked rather awful against my team, Notre Dame. Was it their defense, though, or what?
Yeah, I think so. Can't put up 40 every game.
Nah, true indeed. I mean, well, the game before that, we won't talk about USC too much, but, they put up numbers. I mean, but we all know their defense sucks.
And Pac-12 defenses suck in
general, right?
So that's what's scary. But I mean, you get big names out of there all the time. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, true.
All college football, unless you're like a Big Ten quarterback, most of those defenses suck.
Yes.
Big Ten, SEC, I guess, ACC.
Right. Yeah.
Because look at Patrick Mahomes. He's out of the Big 12. All those defenses stink.
It's terrible defenses, man.
Josh Allen came out of Wyoming. Burrow is just like the greatest college quarterback ever to exist.
Well, he started at Ohio State too, didn't he?
Started at OSU, yep. Wasn't touching the field.
Right, exactly. He made a good transfer move.
People make the move. So again, 8 points against Arizona. Seattle does, I think, own these guys, but they haven't covered in division in like 6 games, man. Is it finally the time to lay 8 on a team like that? Like, I say yes. I lean Seattle. But it's not a very strong one. But it's also fuck the Cardinals at this point. I think they're going to start just, getting lit up.
I got a mild lean on it. Cardinals have failed to cover in last 11 of 12 against the NFC West. So,
yeah, it's rough. I mean, like I said, with Seattle, they just don't cover.
Yeah. Well, Seattle's at home. Seattle knew they could have beaten Cincinnati as well. They probably pissed off about that.
That was a rough loss, man.
That was a rough loss.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be Arizona's going to be their battering Rams.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like,
no pun intended.
I'm like full. I think I'm full fade on Arizona at this point too. At this time of year, because they had a little fun. They covered those first couple games, and now it's just gonna go downhill. Like, you get James Conner back, I think.
Yeah, I think he does come back.
Does that matter though?
No, it does not.
I don't think that. Yeah, like he might score a touchdown. Good for fantasy.
I might have to pick him up.
Even if
I'm having running back woes right now.
Dude, yeah. What are you doing? Everyone's offering you trades in my league. I forgot to tell you that.
I might have to bite. Because,
dude, I have like 5 running backs. Please, I'm 1 in fucking 6 or 5. It's over for me. It's so over. I have Barkley and Pollard. Let me know if you need one.
I might have to holler at you about that.
Yeah, let me know because it's over for me. Shout out to Roy, Chop Bop. He's up. His team's scary, too, by the way. He was started 0-4, and that man got Eckler, Kupp, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
With Jalen Waddle. Oh, you guys are fucking screwed.
He's loaded. I hope not to see him into the championship.
Yeah, exactly. So, good luck with fantasy. My league is fucked. I'm fucked. But in your league, I'm back up.
You back. I saw it today. I'm like, damn.
You're up, too.
Yeah, I'm shit. Hey, cream rises to the top. You know that.
Every year.
We got a whole bunch of... rookies that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Shout out to the rookies. Maybe we
wake up, rookies.
Maybe we do a fantasy football show eventually.
Exactly.
I think that might be something we're interested in because we just love talking shop.
For sure, man. Love fantasy football, man.
You're good, and that's the thing. You're actually really good at it. I don't know what the fuck you ain't playing DFS for money for. Like, you know how to set a lineup. Or best ball even. Like, you set pretty decent lineups every week.
I try. I got lucky during the draft too, though. I mean, I picked up some decent players.
Tyreek Hill, a lot better pick than fucking Barkley for me. God damn. I'll be fucking kicking myself in the ass for that all year long. I already have been. Okay, we strayed away from the games, but I mean, we're flying through this show for you guys, folks. It's called Listen, Follow, and Feel. Like, we got 4 games left for you. I ain't got shit on a couple of these.
So we both taking Seattle too.
We're both on Seattle, yeah. All right. That's where I'm at. This game, I ain't got shit for you. It's a classic matchup. Green Bay on the road at Denver. Denver off the bye. That's the team I forgot about.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Do I really want to bet this game? Or no, Denver wasn't on the bye. Green Bay was on the bye. Sorry.
Green Bay, yes. They coming off a bye.
Denver's pathetic, but I expect them to win this game.
I mean, on paper, they should win this game. But I got the Packers. And this is not a strong lean, and I'm not going to bet this game.
Yeah. This is like a sicko bet.
Yeah, I have no opinion about this game. But I know Russell Wilson had a terrible game against KC. Does he have 2 terrible games? I don't think so. But, you know, the Packers are coming off of a bye. They've had time to prepare.
The road bye, though, man. I hate that you got to go play on the road. That sucks.
That's true. But they know that they need a dub just to keep things close against Miami. They playing for second place anyway. But I think they play Denver tough. That's why it's a pick 'em basically. You know, it's just a 1-point spread. So
you know everyone's still gonna bet Green Bay. Everyone and their mama was like,
I am too. I got to go Green Bay. Is Aaron Jones playing?
Who gives a shit? This game sucks.
It does suck. If
Aaron Jones is playing, I'd be surprised, to be honest.
He might as well just chill the rest of the year, man.
Hamstrings are such a tricky thing.
Tricky, very tricky.
Mountains are blue, folks. Bet Denver money line.
And roses are red.
All right, a couple more left.
And Green Bay is green.
Green Bay is, I guess. Is it really green there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Dexter, did you hear your mom? Yeah. There he goes.
It's just like Iceland. You know, Iceland is green.
And then
but Greenland is ice.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Look that up, y'all.
Yeah.
Look up the illustrations, actually.
And then look up where Israel is.
Oh, yeah.
But
exactly.
I talk about that shit on this. But if you don't know where that area is, you have no business talking about it.
Right. And also, I think that's the majority of the world.
Yeah. So, again, we won't talk about that.
We digress.
It's a football podcast. But, you know, get the facts 5G, folks. Mountains of Blue bet Denver this week.
That's one to grow on. So you got Denver.
Let's fucking talk big NFC West matchup, even though people don't think so. And they're going to run up to the window for this shit, too, to bet Kansas City. They are 5.5-point favorite against the Chargers, under over 50.5. Actually, 48.5 at this point. It went down. Come on, man. This is a Chargers spot.
You think so, huh?
They play Kansas City close every single time.
They do.
It's like a 3-point game every year.
So why is the spread 5.5 then, you think?
Because they're afraid. They know people are going to bite on Kansas City at probably a 70% clip because they just watched them lose at home to Dallas.
Yeah. Let's not forget that injury, though, that Herbert injury. I think that really did affect him last night. And Dallas's pressure, too. Don't get me wrong.
Dallas had some good pressure last night.
Yes, they did.
I mean,
yeah.
For me.
Now, the Chiefs, I'm taking the Chiefs, by the way. But it's certain things that I like about the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs' defense is really underrated, first of all. I really do believe that. I do still believe that this injury to Herbert is going to affect him.
It's his left. It's not starting, man.
It's not, but still, it's there, though, man. You can feel that shit.
Dude, these guys, okay. Fact or fiction, these guys are all on the juice. They're all on some sort of pain medication.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You have to be, man. You're pro foot. He's on the juice, man. That's all they're doing.
I'm just talking in terms of the awkwardness, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, getting the ball.
Yeah,
because you're gonna feel it every snap. I get it, but he's a man. He's tough.
I mean, he still made a few plays last night, but he was overthrowing the ball a little bit. I know he overthrew a couple passes last night, but that could be the pressure too.
Now, you gotta get used to no Mike Williams.
Right. True.
It's basically Keenan Allen, Josh Palmer.
Palmer had
Quentin
a decent
Johnston,
game too.
Did he even catch the ball last night? I don't know. I didn't look at the box.
I know
Eckler struggled on the ground. He was like 12 and 24 or something.
Well, one good point too is that Eckler should be a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Which will help them.
Full workload.
I cannot go. The Chargers have burned me so many times.
And
man.
the Chiefs at home don't burn you?
Yes, they have. But
what's the rule of thumb with the Chargers? Bet them as dogs. You don't bet them as favorites.
You're right. You know what? God, you got me thinking, man.
I'm just saying.
This is a neutral one for me again.
He's neutral today. All right. I'm telling you like it is. Chargers are going to lose by 3. It happens every time.
Field goal game.
Or they're going to win this game. I think they win this game.
Ooh.
Like, I'm close to another lock. Another lock.
Well, I'm definitely not going there with that.
Oh.
Chiefs know that they have to maintain,
AFC,
the AFC.
1 seed.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, hey, man, give or take week, they got these guys' number. They should have won both of those games last year.
True. I agree with you there.
That's just where I'm at with them, and I wouldn't give up if you're a Chargers fan. Not yet. Even though your defense sucks, they played better last night against Dallas.
They missed some tackles too last against Dallas. It really pissed me off. I mean, sacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
come on, man.
Dak was running wild.
He was.
Yeah, it's fun to see. I love it. Okay. We got a couple more games. We'll give some locks out. We'll get the fuck out of here. But this is a huge game. Serious implications for not just the NFC, but the AFC, the AFC East, the NFC East. It's Miami and Philadelphia on Sunday night. Philadelphia, a 2-point home favorite, under over 52.
Huge game.
So, yeah, huge game indeed. Man, Philly, huge letdown spot. I told y'all last week, guys, Jets was a play. Jets play good at home.
Yes.
So
they defended them well.
What do we think about Philadelphia, coming back and just playing a team with a bad defense? This is a bad defense in Miami.
Yes. I think they're going to take advantage of the bad defense. Hurts had, threw 3 interceptions?
Oh, he's not.
He needs to redeem
He did
himself.
a Josh Allen, guys.
Yeah.
He did a Josh Allen. Oh, fuck.
I think he's going to be unstoppable against Miami.
You know who has the most picks in the league?
Who is that?
I'll say it's Tua.
It really?
It's like Tua and Josh Allen and Mahomes.
Well, what's his touchdown to interception ratio though, Tua?
It's about what everyone else. Probably 2-1, 3-1 still. I think he has a lot of touchdown passes, but he's throwing some picks.
I think they're going to
don't matter when you win.
It's going to be a lot of fools that's going to take the over in this game too.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I'm like, is that an over? Primetime unders, guys, they hit. They just do. Let's just start naming them. Detroit, Kansas City. That was a big under.
Yeah.
Last night, Dallas Chargers. Under. Yeah. Thursday night game, Chiefs and Denver. That's an under.
That was an under, yes. I think I won some money on that one.
Bills and Giants. That's an under.
Hella under.
They hit it. They're cash.
Yeah.
I think the only over that hit was Detroit Green Bay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you got me thinking about taking the under.
And Philly and Vikings did hit as well. That over hit. That crush.
You sure that hit?
Yeah, because it was 34 to 26, 8 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a push.
Yeah, I think this may be an under, but I think Philly is going to D up Miami. I'm not saying they're going to stop them, but I think they're going to nullify some of the bigger plays, that Miami usually gets away with. I just think, and Philly's at home.
It's game plan.
It's a game plan. Yeah, they're going to be ready for this game. They know they have to win this game.
Their secondary does worry me, but
it does. You're right. You're right. Their secondary is a little weak.
But Miami just, they.
But I think they apply pressure to Tua though.
Jalen Carter, that guy. Man, what the fuck did the Lions? I love Jameer. I love Jameer Gibbs as a player, but man, not drafting Jalen Carter due to character. This is the NFL, guys. They're all scumbags, or at least like a big amount of them are. You don't become great without being a dickhead.
I know. And although Detroit's defense is really good this year, I still reiterate, defense wins championships. The most defenses, you know what I mean? Like, if you get the most players defensively that are good players, okay, they win championships, man. Especially your linemen. That was a mistake. I love me some Jameer Gibbs, though.
Yeah,
but we haven't seen him get loose yet.
Yeah, jury's not out. We'll see.
So you will see what happens.
But even the year before, Jameson Williams or Jordan Davis.
I know, right?
Jordan Davis, that was the guy. And guess where he went? Philadelphia, because they went and revamped the defensive line. Yeah. The most important positions in football, guys, it's your defensive line, your offensive line. Mm-hmm. There's no bones about it. That is where the foundation of a football team. And what does Philly do year in and year out? They draft well on the lines.
They do. It's the trenches, folks. It's the trenches, man. You gotta be a beast in the trenches, man. In order to win games.
Miami got some pretty skilled players. Like Tyreek Hill's a dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. Taron Armstead was a great signing, but he's hurt. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's coming back at all this season.
That's a good question.
It's and then what? Jalen Phillips or Jaden Phillips? He's hurt too, right?
He's hurt. Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey ain't coming back anytime soon.
I know, right? He got a couple more. So I think that Phillies is going to, defense is going to play. They're going to kind of stop certain things that
Bradbury,
Miami is doing.
They got names all over the fucking field.
Yeah, I like the spread too. -2. I love the spread.
Yeah, give me 2.
This might be a lock for me too, but stay tuned.
I'll see how I do Sunday night. It'll be an aside if I won a lot of money from the other 6 locks I have. So.
Right.
Philly for me as well. Let's just go to Monday night, finish it strong, guys. This is week 7. We're not going away.
We're still here.
Gonna keep potting. We're giving you more content soon. I have so many surprises. This show's going to be fucking awesome. And you better be like, yo, I remember I was subscriber number 10.
Right.
Like, subscribe. Please, everyone. That's all we care about. I'm not trying to sell you snake oil. Dre's not here to sell you snake oil.
I don't even know how to do that, man.
We're just trying to have a good time. And make a little money in the process. But then again, this is called fumbling the bag, so... Sometimes you trip over your own fucking dick. It is what it is.
Hey.
All right, Monday night. San Francisco on the road. Man, I see these fucking fruit flies in here. Throw me off.
There was one right by my forehead.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, I'll start killing those. Minnesota, 6.5-point home dog against San Francisco, who just let down everyone last week.
Yeah, so a lot of people lost money.
I'm one of them. Because I changed my fucking mind. I say you bet Minnesota this week. Purdy, if you look at the injury report, this is a wait and see.
I can't do it, man. Minnesota does not give me that feel that I need to take them at any point in time in this in this particular season. San Fran is bouncing back, man. I mean, even with the injuries, the defense is just going to play tons better. They're going to be angry. They got off of an emotional game. So, that game was like a what do you want to call it? Schedule game that they lost.
Yeah.
This game, they're going to be prepared, man. They're tons better than Minnesota, even with the injuries that they have.
And even then, I still think San Francisco, they should have won that game.
They should, yeah. The kicker.
You got to be damn near
rookie kicker.
You got to be damn near automatic from 40 in this league.
Yeah, and that might hurt them, man.
Purdy got you there.
Purdy did.
And you know what I think? Minnesota covers this game, possibly wins.
Ooh.
Because that was a spot game last week they should have won. This will be the spot game they indeed lose.
I don't know, man. I'm just not there with Minnesota. This might be a lock for me. San Francisco at 6.5.
Like,
this is a touchdown game.
In all honesty, too. I mean, like, Vikings have not covered at home in their last 6 games. So, yeah, it's like you're biting a bullet. Like, you're taking a chance, but
at some point, you know they're going to cover,
yeah.
you're saying.
And if I can get a 7 on this, and or maybe just find something with a little, extra big, I'll bet it at -120.
It's probably going to go up because, everybody's going to be on San Fran.
Bounce back time. It's time. Or they lost all their money on the weekend.
Right. So yeah, the better is going to try to bounce back.
Oh, for fucking sure. So we'll see what the fuck happens there. Here's San Fran on Minnesota to end it off. All right, what are your locks for the week, Dre? I got about 5 for you.
Yeah, I got a hefty amount. Okay, I got the under in the Jacksonville New Orleans game, under 39.5. I got the Detroit Lions to cover that 3 as underdogs. Also, I got Atlanta, Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay at -2.5, and I also have the under at 38.5. May take San Fran, and I may take Philly.
Mine, yeah.
Well, Seattle for me.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see you there. For me, New York Giants +2, Tampa Bay -2.5, Baltimore -3. And I'll give you those 3 for now, and then the other 2 that I'm considering, Chargers 5.5 and Philadelphia -2. And then if everything goes well, I'll probably bet the Minnesota game on Monday if I go 4-1 or something. So that's that for the week. We're back again. I'm killing these things as we get off the air. As you can see them. We'll get the fuck out of here. Take care, everyone.
Please.
Gamble responsibly. Let's not fumble the bag, but
Don't do it.
it's the namesake of the show, so see you later.